evening, everyone. The highlights of the news this Thursday. Traffic accidents. A Beaver County man is being held for murder. And more.
Hello, everyone, and welcome to the Snodacast. I am your host, BlackChef56, and I am, of course, joined by the wonderful Gallows. Or, sorry, yeah, Gallows. What's up?
Yeah, okay.
And we're, of course, also joined by, welcome back for the third episode, good sir, DJLionheart, aka Leon.
Hey guys, glad to be here.
Oh.
I've been busy, so
Busy my ass, he's been doing nothing!
bullshit.
I know, I'm fucking with him. Anyways, so this can't be an episode of the podcast without answering the age-old question of, how was your week? This is Weekly Updates, the segment of the show where we basically just kind of catch up with everybody. It's a good way to get everybody kind of loose talking before we get into our main topics. So, I gotta ask, Leon, how was your week?
It's been busy. I've been working my new job since the end of December, right before Christmas. So I've been doing that. It's been a lot of fun. Been working with some great people.
He's only saying that because he's legally obligated to.
Oh no! I'd tell you if I'm working with crappy people, but no, everyone I've been working with are actually really great people.
That's good.
Yeah. Let's see. There's been a lot that's happened lately. A lot of stressful stuff, but I'm working through that. I've had 2 DJ gigs in the past month, and the last one I did was the day after my birthday on the 26th. And that one led to the bar that I did it at. They actually want to try to get me there at least once a month.
Hey, that's always
Oh, nice. So
Yeah.
how's the new job taking that though?
They are actually really, really cool with when they do scheduling. That it actually works out really well. I do deli, so I'm out of there about 8 o'clock anyway. So
No, nice.
So even if I did have a closing shift, which happens a few times lately, I could just make sure I have my gear in the truck and then go to the gig right after work.
Oh, nice. That's good.
That's always good.
Yeah.
All right.
It's always those ones of the day that you have to do, but a lot of the time, those would be only for like a wedding, which not the time for weddings. It's not summer season yet.
It's not even spring. Spring's another time for weddings too.
Yeah, I mean, you never know. I mean, people have weddings in the winter, weddings in the spring.
For around here, not very many. Because most of the time during our spring, it's raining a lot. So.
Oh, luckies.
So yeah.
What are you talking about, luckies? We get shitload of fucking spring showers, man.
No, we do not. We don't.
We fucking do. We get it for like a solid.
We get anything.
We get rain for like a solid. Oh well, you're different. You're by the coast. That's different.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You're up in north.
Fort Worth, man. Fort Worth.
Coastal weather is a lot different than inland weather.
Actually, I would think the coast would get more freaking rain than anything else.
It's supposed to. You're supposed to, but that depends on whether or not the airflow moves from where we're at to up to where Leon's at. If it doesn't move like that, then we're fucked. And if it moves down from where Leon's at to us, that's another thing. But if it doesn't, then it doesn't. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I gave you that.
It all depends, but yeah.
It does.
Alrighty then. So, Gallows.
My week's actually been really good. Talking to somebody new. I'm really happy. I was telling the guys while we're off camera about him. Well, I give it about another week or so, and then I'll invite him on and show you guys him and stuff like that.
Yeah, no, that works out. Just let us know beforehand.
Yeah, we'll do. Of course, I wanted to surprise him on you. I would, because I thought it'd be funny, but no, I'm good right now.
Funny for who?
Funny for me, not for you, for me. But no, just I've just been working, trying to get my financial abilities back on track and stuff like that.
That's good.
Yeah, that's it. Basically, that's all for me.
All right.
Mr.
what
Chad,
about
how's
you?
your week going?
Work, believe it or not. I mean, like I've been enjoying my gaming PC, obviously, and I was on a slight fitness journey. I then gave up said fitness journey because my schedule is so all over the place. It's hard to even like. It's like there's been mornings where I'm like, "Fuck, I got to do this," but I don't want to wake up at 3:30 in the morning just to do a workout and shower and then go to work. Like now, and then it's like also the vice versa. It's like, damn, I got off early enough to where I could theoretically work out, and the moment I fucking want to, it's like, well, shit, I just got off work. I'm fucking tired. It's just one of those situations, unfortunately. But no, I mean, aside from that, finally went and saw Wonka in theaters. So yes, I finally officially saw the movie in its entirety. Didn't just dream it up in my head movies whatsoever.
Sure.
I actually watched Wonka a few days ago too. I
Yeah,
liked it. I really
it's
enjoyed
really
it.
really well done.
Wait. What movie were we talking about? I'm so lost.
Wonka.
Wonka? Oh,
Yeah,
haven't
the
seen
Chalamet Wonka prequel.
I haven't seen it yet.
It's pretty good. I'd recommend it.
Yeah, definitely.
I'll check it out.
I really
If you've
enjoyed
ever
it.
seen Paddington, if you enjoy Paddington, you'll like Wonka. It's the same director. It's the same visual style, and
So if I tell you I'd never seen Paddington, how mad would you guys be?
I haven't seen them either.
I haven't seen
And then
it.
I've seen the
They're on
Wonka
my
movies.
list.
I've
you
seen
know.
the Wonka movies, but I mean I'll probably check it out.
I will tell you, it is a musical. Like,
Oh, but no, I'm good. I'm good.
The music's actually really good. It's actually really
it's
good.
very
Look.
catchy. Yeah.
Look. For me, in musicals, I'm good. Mostly for two reasons. One, that's kind of super gay stereotype. Two, I'm just not into them. Okay, that's all it is. The only two that I am into that makes the gay stereotype for me actually a little bit true is Rent and Phantom of the Opera, and that's it.
Really, not even Sweeney Todd.
And Sweeney Todd. Those three, and that's it. Those three movies are my only musical that I like to watch.
Me, when it comes with musicals, it really depends on story.
Yeah, I'm kind of the same way. Like Willy Wonka was not marketed as a musical, and honestly, I can see why. Musicals do kind of have a stigma against, or a stigma against them. So I
Yeah.
mean, it just comes down to like I understand it, but like we've also gotten The Color Purple as a musical. We've gotten
of course.
Girls as a musical. All this last year. Like Wonka, Color Purple, and Mean Girls. None of which were marketed as a.
And Has-Been Hotel. It's a musical. It's on.
Well,
It's
Has-Been Hotel is different. I'm talking about like stuff that was marketed not as a musical.
Oh, then yeah, of course. I
Yeah.
understand.
So, like, Wonka wasn't marketed as a musical. Color Purple wasn't marketed as a musical. Neither was Mean Girls, even though all three of them are musicals. So
Well,
it just
hold on. Hold on. With Wonka, it's a little different. I think people would expect it to be musical because the first original one was a musical somewhat, and the second one was a musical somewhat too. So I would believe people expect the third one to be.
They were in the factory, and it never was a musical outside of the factory either. So, whereas the first one was a musical through and throughout, and this one is very heavily inspired, like in the visual style and how the Oompa Loompas look, and how Willy Wonka eventually like imagines his factory. It's very how Gene Wilder's looked. Hell, they even have a whole like the last song in the entire movie is Pure Imagination.
Yeah, I was actually like wondering throughout that whole movie when they were gonna put that in, and once I finally heard it, it made me happy. Like, granted, it was the end of the movie, but it still made me happy.
Yeah, and there's like technically two different versions of it. You get like a very somber / happy kind of one, and then you get like the super like upbeat one. What were you saying?
Oh, I actually saw on TikTok where they put Gene Wilder's version of Pure Imagination and collabed it with the new one.
Timothy Chalamet.
Yeah, and it's actually really good. I
No, it
really
is.
enjoyed it.
Well,
Yeah.
of course, I wouldn't doubt it. It wouldn't be really good. It's the song that goes with the movie. In any of them, that's a song that goes with the movie for all three.
Well, I mean, here's the thing: is like again, the original one from the '70s was a musical. This one is there's a really funny like villain song in it. It's called
Yeah.
Sweet Tooth, and it is absolutely hilarious. Keegan Michael Key's in this, and he plays like a corrupt cop that loves chocolate.
Oh, cool.
Yeah. So and like he actually gradually gains weight throughout the entire movie.
Oh,
I
damn.
kid you not, like he actually gradually balloons. It's really
It
fucking
was
funny.
great.
Yeah.
My
Do you have
favorite
a sweet
song.
tooth? I do.
My favorite song has to be "Chocolate."
Oh, there's chocolate. Then
Yeah.
there's chocolate. Yeah. No, that one's really well done. I still love For a Moment. The duet
Oh,
that Noodle and Willy Wonka had. That one's like one of the
Yeah.
sweeter moments out of all the entire movie.
that is a
Scrub
sweeter
Scrub
moment.
is really catchy. I hate how
Scrub
catchy it is.
catchy.
Yeah.
yeah.
I hate how
agree.
catchy it is. And then of
I
course,
guess I'll watch it later on tonight before bed.
yeah, dude, it's worth it, and
Mhm.
it's actually really well done. World of Our Own is really well
It
done.
looks
I love
from
that
the
one.
trailers and the clips I've
Oh,
seen. It
yeah,
does look like it's really well done. Honestly, it
Yeah.
does. I mostly like the Oompa Loompa.
Well,
I
there's
actually
only one
wouldn't-
Oompa Loompa that you technically see, and he's
Yeah.
played by Hugh Grant, and he's all CGI.
I actually wouldn't mind another prequel sequel.
Yeah, I wouldn't hate it.
Like,
From the same
explaining
director.
how the rest of the Oompa Loompas came to Willy Wonka's Chocolate
Well,
Factory.
they do kind of explain that at the end. He does say like, well, hey, your payment's been filled, but I'm gonna build a factory, and I kind of need workers with access to all these cocoa beans, and it just comes down to that. And I'm like, okay, that's interesting. I like that
Well,
idea.
no, the way they did that, the way he said it, it was, I need a taste tester.
Yeah, and he's like, I would also need people to be here.
Yeah, but they didn't really get into that. I think it'd be really cool.
I think it'd be interesting to see a
Or even do
prequel
like a
right before Charlie and the Chocolate Factory, or right before Willy Wonka and the Chocolate Factory.
So would it be
That-
interesting?
yeah,
So
that'd be cool.
See his downfall into where he became a recluse and everything.
Mhm.
I'd say the most entertaining thing would be watching is Willy Wonka's adventures. How you get all these ideas and how you went all these places to get chocolate and
Oh
the
yeah,
very-
that's actually an interesting idea too. If you want to
Because
do another
yeah.
prequel with Timothy Chalamet, that'd be interesting. I feel like that could be done really well.
Yeah, because in the Johnny Depp one, that's how it goes. It shows you clips and shows you memories of his past adventures here and there and everything like that.
Well, there is one like the first time there's chocolate, that song. It literally starts with "In the jungle in Mumbai, there's a little hoverfly." Yeah, it's like it's an actual whole musical sequence, but it's actually really well done.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, it's
The music in it is very clever and
it's very clever. It's very sparse.
Mm-hmm.
Like I would say, you get in the opening minutes, you get one musical number, and then I think it's about another 2 to 3 minutes, maybe 5, before you get another one, and then after that you get one pretty quickly after that, and then it honestly kind of stops for a little while on the musical segments.
Mhm.
And then like there's like maybe 3 or 4 after that, and then the whole movie's done. Like it maybe only has like 5 or 6 songs musical wise. For
And
a 2-hour movie, it's not bad.
they're really well placed too. They're
Oh, yeah.
really well placed.
They are. They progress the story. They don't just halt.
Mhm.
They actually tell the story as well. So it's very well done. I would say the only one that kind of like halts the story in and of itself is the Oompa Loompa one. That's really about it.
But
well,
if you didn't have an Oompa Loompa song,
Yeah,
people would get
that's
pissed.
fair.
Like, you're
Anyway.
doing a Wonka movie and you're not gonna have at least one Oompa Loompa song? What the
Yeah,
fuck?
that's right. All right. Well, that being said, we're gonna go ahead and go into now showing. Now showing this week, we actually have Argyll. a movie that I've been completely forgetting that it was coming out this week. Not that that's a bad thing, because I actually really want to go see this movie. This is the new Matthew Vaughn film with Henry Cavill playing a spy, but it is a fictional spy that apparently this writer is basing off of a real spy that doesn't know, and it's a whole conspiracy to try to get her killed, I guess, or to get her captured to where she tells the government exactly what's going on, because apparently she can predict it or whatever. So it is an interesting kind of like romancing the stone kind of thing.
It
So
sounds
It sounds confusing, but also interesting.
it's got a fucking stacked cast too. You have John Cena, you have Sam Rockwell, you have Samuel L. Jackson, you have Henry Cavill, you have Dua Lipa, you have Bryce Dallas Howard. Oh fuck, who else is in this movie? Hold on.
So it's just basically a really good cast playing this whole movie and stuff, basically.
Yeah, so you have Dua Lipa, Henry Cavill, Bryce Dallas Howard, Sam Rockwell, John Cena, Bryan Cranston, Ron Delaney, Sophia Boutella, freaking Samuel L. Jackson. Like, you have such a fucking stacked cast. And what surprises me is it's rated PG-13 for a Vaughn film. That does surprise me.
PG-15?
It's
PG-13.
It's
Oh,
PG-13
damn, for a bomb film for that movie?
for a Matthew Vaughn film. Yeah, the
Uh,
same guy who gave us Kick-Ass and Kingsman.
yeah, that's weird. I thought we already are, at least.
Yeah, I thought this was gonna have an R-rated kind of feel to it, but no, I'm okay with PG-13. That's fine.
So
Knowing him, he'll probably
Sam,
push the PG-13.
so Sam Jackson's gonna get the only fuck word.
Oh, for sure, it is Matthew
Yeah,
Vaughn.
of course.
Uh,
You have to.
you are
If not,
absolutely wasting Samuel L. Jackson if he doesn't get to say the F-bomb. If you think you're gonna say fuck, you're one fuck in the entire movie, then you've wasted Samuel L. Jackson.
mhm.
So there is that.
You got,
alright.
and also make sure it's in a scene where he's like really pissed off.
Oh,
That's
absolutely.
even better. That's even better for him.
Yeah. So I mean, I'm super pumped about this movie just from the cast alone and from the from like the premise and everything else. Like I think this is gonna be great.
It sounds interesting. It also sounds confusing as well, but I might check it out.
Check out the trailer, and then I think you'll be able to get the plot synopsis a little better.
Okay.
Here, actually, hold on. I can
Well,
give you the plot synopsis right now. Reclusive author Ellie Conway writes best-selling espionage novels about a secret agent named Argyll, who's on a mission to unravel a global spy syndicate. However, when the plots of her books start to mirror the covert actions of a real-life spy organization, the line between fiction and reality begin to blur.
like I said, it sounds confusing but also interesting at the same time.
That's why I'm saying it's like
Yeah.
it's almost romancing the stone-esque kind of thing. So
Yeah, it definitely does sound interesting.
yeah, actually, it sounds like more along the lines that they're kind of taking the idea from another Romancing the Stone clone, which was The Lost City with Sandra Bullock and Channing Tatum.
Mm. Yeah, I've
Yeah,
never seen
probably.
So
I've seen bits and parts of that one. I haven't really watched it.
I only saw like the first maybe 40 minutes of the movie. I didn't get to see the rest of it because
To be fair, the movie didn't really interest me all that much.
I didn't know anything about there was a movie like that. So yeah.
But no, I mean this looks interesting. I'm definitely gonna go try to go see this at some point. Maybe rope my girlfriend to do it. I don't know yet. But we'll see.
You never know.
All right.
Be a good date night.
Hello, everybody. My name is Ty, also known as Bobolo, and welcome back to another segment of TGC. But today it's going to be a little different. Today we're talking about a celebrity, and we all know who she is. Her name is Taylor Swift, and there's a little bit of a situation going on with Mrs. Swift, and this is being about some pictures circulating from her. NSFW photos, to be exact, created by someone who, from last I read, is now arrested for circulating these images, not only circulating them, but making these images with AI. So my thing is this is my 2 cents on the whole topic. If you feel the need to make NSFW content over someone, just don't. It's a crime. I would say it's a crime because at this point it's just, falsifying information about a person. If I saw pictures of me doing some atrocious act circulating around the internet, yeah, I'm going to be upset. Everyone is getting mad at her. They're blaming Swift, first and foremost, for taking photos like this, even though it wasn't even her fault. Secondly, why are y'all blaming someone that has nothing to do with these photos? I don't think Taylor Swift, regardless of what type of music she does, and regardless of what she has done in the past, is deserving of something this heinous. So, to the person that made this, I hope you enjoy your time in jail. And to Mrs. Swift, regardless if I don't like your music or you as a person, which doesn't matter, I hope you can recover from this, and I do hope all these photos that are circulating are just gone. Because despite a lot of people having different opinions, that does not need to happen. But thank you so much for watching this episode of TGC, and I will see you on the flip side. Bye-bye.
Thank you, Ty, for that segment, and on to the main topics. So, our first topic for the night is we got 3 trailers for you. We first
One
have
I'm definitely excited for. No, 2 of them I'm excited for. One's
Yeah. So I'm kind of in the same boat as Leon. So one of them is we have the official trailer, full length, for Ghostbusters: Frozen Empire. Super pumped about this movie. The American version of the trailer is a little nostalgia baity and a little hard to follow, but the international trailer is a little easier to follow. It gives you more of an idea for a story.
I
And then-
really like the idea of where they're going with it. It's definitely an interesting take, and like even when we just saw the teaser a while back, it's like I was pumped for this movie.
Oh yeah, me too as well. So that being said, we also have the live action Avatar: The Last Airbender. There we go.
And
We also have the live action Avatar: The Last Airbender segment, or not segment, trailer for the
which
full
I'm
length
super
trailer for
pumped.
Netflix.
I'm pumped
Yes.
about that, and we actually got to hear them speak.
And we are
And
getting the name pronunciation right.
yeah, I heard something like a while ago about the movie that shall not be named that is based in the same area. That apparently the M. Night Shyamalan, like it was his fault that the pronunciation was done the way they did, and it was said that it was apparently the Asian pronunciation of the names, but I could but I could be completely wrong with that. It's just something I heard, and I'm like, maybe, but you still had a lot of people pissed off at that,
What are we talking about?
among other things.
So apparently, M. Night Shyamalan is the reason behind why names were mispronounced in the movie that shall not be named that he did with Avatar.
Oh, well, of course.
Yeah.
Yeah, of course I wouldn't
So-
doubt.
Yeah.
We're still talking
of
about
course-
Avatar, the new trailer. I mean, I'm excited for the movie.
I'm just kind of
Yeah.
introducing the trailers, and then we'll go into full depth thoughts on each one.
I
And of course, our final trailer is Despicable Me 4.
Meh.
So let's start with Ghostbusters after that. Or Ghostbusters. Let's start with Ghostbusters. Obviously, if you cannot tell by my background here, I even have the library ghost who does make an appearance, as well as Slimer who definitely makes an appearance. And
Good,
Slimer
'cause-
eats the library ghost all the fucking time. Anyways, so library ghost is creepy, but Slimer is whatever. And of course, I also have all 4 of the OG Ghostbusters. I do plan on getting more Ghostbusters, probably with this one, because I do want to get Mr. Gruberson in his outfit, as well as I do want to get Phoebe and Podcast and Lucky, and I guess Phoebe's brother. Like, I do want to get a lot of these Funko Pops. I want to get some of these new ones, and some of the ghosts look really, really cool. I'm
Get
curious.
Paul
to see what
Rudd
they do.
in a Ghostbusters costume.
Yeah, I'm gonna get Paul Rudd in a Ghostbusters costume. Come on, man. He's Mr. Gruberson, obviously. Like
Hey,
I
so
definitely.
was it me? Was I tripping? That did Bill Murray really say tall,
dark and horny?
Yeah, tall, dark, and horny.
Like Tall, Dark, and Horny at 4:00. Yeah, I was like, oh, that's
Like, what the hell?
that was the funniest line in the entire
It
trailer. I
was.
love that line. Yeah, No, and of course, a lot of people are speculating whether or not we might be seeing Louis Tully make a return, aka Rick
Mhm.
Moranis. I would love that, but I have my doubts. I'm gonna hold back my excitement. I think that would be something they would absolutely, knowing Sony, would flaunt relentlessly if they brought
Mhm.
him back. But I don't know. So here's to hoping, but I have my doubts is my thing. But I hope podcast doesn't get sidelined because like podcast was obviously one of the greater ones.
You
But of course
did.
we also have a couple new
Mhm.
characters coming in. We have I forget the character's name, but he's played by a British comedian he's going to be very Egon-esque. He's going to be like an engineer kind of for the Ghostbusters core, and then of course we also have Kumail Nanjiani's character who's going to be showing up, and of course Patton Oswalt's.
Mhm.
And so I think, like, honestly, they may be trying to package a new adult Ghostbusters crew. I don't hate that idea, but it's also kind of like one of those. It's like I don't know.
It's an adult Ghostbusters crew, but the new crew are children or
I don't.
or like young teens.
y- y-
Yeah,
Well, so,
Yes.
so they're gonna want to move it up from their teens to their adulthood,
No, I'm
basically.
talking about with these four characters. So you want the 2020s comedians. So you have Patton Oswalt, you have
Mhm.
Kumail Nanjiani, you have this British comedian that I can't remember his name, and then you have Paul Rudd.
Mhm.
Well, that sounds really great. So.
Yeah, it does, but it's also one of those. It's like two of those characters are just now getting introduced. Basically, I guess what would be probably your Egon and your Winston, and it's like, but why? So it just comes down to a factor of like I'm super excited about this film, but
Yeah.
it's it's like I'm holding my excitement with certain things. So James Acaster, I believe is his name. He is a
Yeah.
British comedian. He is going to be in this. But the main thing that I was very excited to see is freaking. I just saw his name. Why is it blanking on me? Uh, William
Because
Atherton is coming back as Dickless here, uh, aka Walter Peck. So I'm actually kind of excited about that. I loved him in the original, and a lot of people are now starting to point out that he actually was right. Like they were in heavy violation of the EPA code back then. But it's just one of those. It's like, come on, man. Like
oh wait, what?
technically, yeah,
I
Walter
can't.
Peck was right. Yeah, that's the thing. That's the thing. Like, blow a lot of people's minds. Walter Peck was right, guys. Holy shit! Doesn't ruin the movie, but it's like, yeah, no, he was actually kind of right. So yeah, no. Whenever it comes down to that, I love this new design. I love this new ghost. I do love the fact that we get to see like a drone ghost trap. That's pretty cool. I like that element. Even has
Well,
Yeah.
it is.
look at that dome. It even has like a little landing strip for the drone. I'm like, okay, that's actually pretty cool. I
Yeah,
love that element.
I'm
Yeah.
definitely interested to see what kind of new traps they bring into
Yeah,
this.
it looks like Janine actually has like a wrist proton pack almost. I'm like, okay, so that'd be interesting, or like a wandless neutrino, or a wandless proton pack kind of thing. I think okay,
Mhm.
I'm like, okay, that's interesting. I like that idea. You know, I can't wait to see these red vests that the core four get to wear, which is Gruberson and the Spanglers.
Oh,
Which sounds like a weird band name, but anyways, yeah. But no, like seriously, you get to see him in those red vests. I'm like, okay, that'd be interesting. I'd be curious to see what they do with that.
Yeah.
So
yeah.
I'm very interested as to exactly what's gonna go down. So I can't wait for this movie. I'm gonna be perfectly honest. Like I'm
I
super
agree.
excited
I
about it.
agree.
Obviously, I have my reservations for it as well. I'm like, okay, why are
Nowadays
you baiting us?
I'm kind of like that with every movie that I'm interested in
Yeah.
for one thing or another, and I think that's something we gotta get used to for a while.
Yeah, especially with Sony movies, because good God, we know Madam Web's gonna suck ass.
Well,
Anyways,
hold on,
Well,
hold on,
no,
hold on.
not just with
Let's give it some
Sony.
hope. It might suck ass, but it might be also really good. Might. I said might.
Gallows,
The
I
key
want you
word
to
is
look
might.
me dead in the face and tell me you think Madam Web is gonna be good.
It's gonna be. I think it's gonna be okay. Now, am I
I
excited
go
to go
I
see
go with
it?
Leon. Okay,
Yes,
I think it's gonna be
I
okay.
I will say this: I don't think it's going to be as bad as Morbius. I really don't.
I would hope not. I would
However,
literally
I think
hope
it's
not.
going to be better. I'm trying desperately to find a freaking comparison. I don't think it's going to be better than.
I just hope it's better than Captain
Is
Marvel.
Venom
How about
seriously
that?
like the highlight of the freaking Sony movie villain Spider-Man things? Like, is that what this is? Is that the freaking high point? It's like Venom?
Well,
Venom?
I wouldn't necessarily say Madam Web is a villain.
No, but it's these Spider-Man like side characters.
Oh, this the Spider-Man Sonyverse basically
Yeah.
saying
Yeah,
that,
it's the
that fucking
Spider-Man
Venom and
without Spider-Man. It's
yeah.
like, why? So yeah, no, Madame Web isn't a villain. She's not even an anti-hero. But it's like, it's like all these Spider-Man characters without Spider-Man movies is the best way to put it.
Yeah,
And so it's like,
it's honestly weird seeing some of the Spider-Man villains getting their own film. The only one I didn't think they were doing Morbius one, but it could have been better, of course. I honestly, of all the villains I could think of, Venom would be the only one I think that deserved a movie.
after being introduced with the Spider-Man,
Whoa.
Yeah.
that's the most interesting part about Venom is that he did like the suit was a part of Spider-Man, and then you have it with Venom and this Eddie Brock, and it's like, so that's the interesting element. It's like Venom took certain attributes from Spider-Man
Yeah.
and made Venom. This Venom still doesn't have any interaction with the Spider-Man at all.
No,
Who-
which I've heard
who-
rumor for the
like
next.
the most iconic thing.
I've
Doesn't
heard
have much.
rumor for the next. It's either the next Spider-Man with Tom Holland, or it's going to be the next Venom film. They're actually gonna bring Spider-Man into it.
I thought there was gonna be
Yeah.
Andrew Garfield Spider-Man, not Tom
No.
Holland Spider-Man.
No, that was all fan mail rumor.
That was
Wait,
all
here-
fan
here-
mail.
Here's
Although
the thing.
I
the
heard
original
Andrew
thought
Garfield
process-
was actually wanting to do that.
Yeah, I don't
But
hate it.
apparently, a lot of people, and I think even both Tom Hardy and Tom Holland both said they would actually like to do a Spider-Man movie together.
Yeah. Here's my problem. Whenever you said it might be the next Venom movie, they were saying that Peter Parker was going to be a child, and that Venom was going to be like it was going to be called it might be called Venom 3 Lethal Protector, and he was going to be like a semi role model / father figure for Peter.
Why? Hold on. Why would you
Yeah.
go down the road? No, please
Okay,
do not
this
do
is the
that.
first
Why
time
would
I've
you
heard
ever go
this.
down that road? That
Okay.
was the original thought process for Venom 3. It was going to be a little kid Spider-Man that he was going to have to protect, and he was going to become like a father figure-esque, like lethal protector, basically.
I
And it's
don't
like-
know how I feel about that.
I hate
That
it.
is not a good idea. Don't get me wrong. It might be a good idea. Some to me is not a good idea because Eddie Brock was an ex-convict basically in the comics. I know they don't have him as an ex-convo in this one, but he
Well,
was an
he was
ex-convict who
also
hated
a reporter.
fucking Spider-Man. Though.
Yeah, he was a reporter that got burned by Spider-Man,
Yeah.
and then eventually became an ex-convict. Yeah, and like that's part of it. Like for every bit that Venom was a part of Eddie started it was basically like an addiction. Venom was essentially before they made him an anti-hero, Venom was essentially a like metaphor for addiction.
Mhm.
It's
Yeah.
like it takes you down
Yeah.
these dark paths. But that being said, we went on a long ass tangent about fucking spider characters. On to our next trailer, which has nothing to do with Sony, thank Christ.
Oh God. Oh God.
So
That
we're
would
gonna go
hurt
ahead
my
and
brain.
talk- yeah, we're
That-
gonna go ahead and talk about the Avatar: The Last Airbender Netflix trailer, and I think honestly, this has restored a lot of faith in this project. However,
Mhm.
I'm still
For sure,
cautiously
for sure.
optimistic because the original creators did leave to go do the animated Avatar movies. So I still think that this is probably going to be good. I
Mhm.
don't know how much longevity it's going to have.
Mhm.
That's my
It
only.
would
like,
probably.
I was like, after I saw the trailer, of course, I went through the comments and there were several people who are like, "Where's Toph?" And I'm just like,
Toph wasn't in the first season, was she?
no,
No.
no.
Toph
Yeah.
wasn't until,
Everyone
like,
was
the
like,
second season.
these people were like, "Where's Toph?" And I'm like,
Toph isn't introduced until fucking book 2.
yeah, and that's what a lot of people were saying. Like, what the fuck you talking about here? And then I saw a TikTok about like when they introduce Toph, and it's the whole thing with bitch damn cocksucker all like going on that tangent. I'm like, okay, if they don't, this is what I picture when you first see Toph and she is fighting the boulder. If Toph doesn't call the boulder a pussy little bitch,
You're gonna have a 12. Hold on, you're gonna have a 12-year-old call a grown ass man a fuzzy little bitch inside
exactly.
right
Like
PG
seriously,
movie.
think about Toph.
No, I get it. I do. Don't get me wrong. I really, really do. But I highly
You
doubt they're gonna allow her to
call
say
people
that.
little bitches and pussies and all that kind of shit. Like,
Oh yeah, that would be hilarious to see. Honestly, it really would.
like I could
Yeah.
totally see Toph being like that, and
Oh no,
I want that.
Yeah.
Like that would be great to happen.
I like the idea of this one. It's a lot better than the last one. The last one we should not name, basically. The characters for each character are really good picks. I really do agree with each character pick.
Yeah, I do like that. The actors that they got are really good.
It's just, I think most people have a problem with that Katara and Katara and her brother aren't Asian, even though I would highly doubt that they are Asian.
So
They're more like
water
fucking
tribes are more based off of Inuits.
yeah, basically
Eskimos, basically.
Eskimos type.
And the ones that should be like, at the very least, should bare minimum be Asian is
The Fire Nation.
the Fire Nation, because they were very heavily inspired by Japanese. And
Yeah.
like, Aang should be Chinese because it's based off of Tibetan monks. So
Yeah.
you know, like, should at the very least be Chinese.
But it's a really good cast. It's a really good cast pick for each of these characters. I like the idea of it. The whole movie looks really fucking great. It really does. Am I thinking it might fail? Maybe. It has its potential to might fail, but also has the potential to be a really great, iconic, better movie than the last one.
Yeah,
It's a series, not a movie.
It's a series.
Yeah.
Okay, a better series, a live action version of what we saw when we were kids.
Yeah.
I still haven't seen anything about it yet, but I've heard it's still like each episode's going to be like an hour long. There's only going to be like 8 or 9 episodes per season. I could be wrong, but this is what I've heard.
Yeah, if I'm not mistaken, I think that's what's supposed to be going on. But
If they're an hour long,
the other
I
question,
think that's great.
yeah.
the other question is how much of it was adapted from the animation, and how much of it is something new from the director and stuff.
So they did say that they didn't want to do a verbatim adaptation, and I don't disagree that I don't disagree that that's a bad idea. But I will say that it's like one of those, like, you got to have some iconic ass episodes. But I would say definitely do some like there are some iconic episodes. There's some that you could skip, like getting the tribe through the freaking canyon. Skip the fuck out of that.
Oh God, please skip that. Please skip that.
That's my least favorite episode. I fucking hate it.
The best episode you gotta have is the frog one where they sucking on the frogs. That one.
That's season 2. And we're talking about season 1.
Oh, season 1.
Just season 1.
Okay.
I would say definitely do not skip. Oh shit! What episode was that?
Did I pay attention to season 1? I think I did.
Season 1 kind of blurs together with season 2 for me.
It does.
Yeah,
it really does.
Like, there's only like a handful of moments where it's like it does separate itself, but like, was Jet season 1?
Jet was season 2.
Jet
was he?
Season 2. Yeah.
No, I think it was season 3.
No, Jet was season.
No, Jet was season 2.
Yeah, Jet was season 2. Okay. Yeah, actually, honestly, look, season 1, great season. It was the start of a great series.
Yeah.
Did I have a lot of iconic episodes? Not really.
Yeah, aside from like the opening 3 episodes and the ending, there's not really much to go off of. Yeah. So, yeah. But
I mean,
no.
yeah.
The episode where Katara inspires the prisoners that were Earthbenders.
That was part of season 1?
Yeah, that was part of season 1.
yeah,
That was
then
like
don't
the
skip that
5th or 6th episode or something like that.
one. Oh, then don't skip that one.
Well, yeah, of course. Don't skip it.
I don't know. There's a lot of really good moments.
Was the northern air temple part of the season 1
Yeah.
or was it part of season 2?
Northern Air Temple was part of season 1 because that's like one of the first locations they go to.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, that's right. Yeah, you're right.
Yeah.
Which one
because
was
that
were they?
his home.
Yeah.
Yeah. There's some great locations. I can't wait to see what they do with it. I really do.
I'm also excited for the big Avatar, the Avatar mode monster they have in season 1 when they fight the Fire Nation.
Oh, that's season finale stuff. Yeah, that'd be interesting.
Yeah,
I
that's
hope
gonna
they
be
keep
there
something
for
like that.
sure. I know for a fact that's going to be there. The Wood Spirit is also going to be in there too. You get to see a shot of it in the trailer.
Poor.
I'm gonna have to watch it again. It's been a while since. It's actually been a while since I watched the Avatar
Same.
series.
I really hope they also keep him with. I hope really keep Kataro's brother. Like, what's his name? I can't remember his freaking name.
Sokka?
Sokka.
Yeah, I don't know why I could remember it. I don't know why I could remember it, but Sokka, the whole thing with his boomerang.
Yes, please tell me he's funny in this. If you have not at least made Sokka funny, you learn nothing from M. Night Shyamalan. Yeah.
The way
'Cause
he
he
was
was-
talking in the trailer, it was chuckable. I was chuckling at it, what he was talking about.
Right.
But if he's not the comic relief, yeah, I have issue.
Oh, I definitely have issue for sure. All right, on to the trailer that I know we're all excited about. Despicable Me 4, baby. Yeah, no. Why?
Why exactly?
I'm sorry,
Why?
but I'm not excited for
Why?
the movie. He has a kid in this one. Why?
Yeah, but no, the only thing that maybe has my interest is the fact that Will Ferrell is one of the villains with Sophia Patera.
Mhm.
With I think it's Sophia Patella. Anyway, so I'm happy about Will Ferrell getting work. You know, Will Ferrell's usually pretty funny, but Trey Parker was in the last one. He wasn't funny. You took one of the funniest people and made him not funny.
I don't know. It throws me off. It's like he has 3 adopted daughters and he has a kid, and now they're all in danger. It's like the homie was like a spy and a supervillain.
I think one of those adopted daughters has now gone off to college or something because there was clearly they were all three.
They still all look the same age though. They still look all the same age. They haven't changed their age. Yes, in the trailer, if you pay attention to it, all of them are still the same age they were in 3 and 2 and 1. 3, 2, and 1. They don't grow up.
I don't know. Once I first saw the opening for this trailer, I'm like skip because I'm not impressed. I wasn't really I liked the first one. The first one was okay. Honestly, I didn't care for the others.
Decent, and the third one's just meh. It's like why even make a fourth one? Why? I don't get me wrong. Rise of Gru was entertaining. But that's really about it. I mean, it's I don't know, man. But
I lost interest. That's how I feel. I don't have interest, to be honest.
I don't.
So, on to our next topic, going from something that is bland and mediocre to something that actually probably has potential. I'm talking about Scary Mickey Mouse, baby. Yes, goddammit, there's a third movie coming out here, but this one is entirely animated, and it is going to be made. It was made in the Unreal Engine, and the description is 85 years after, basically after whatever happened. Willie wants his steamboat back, and so if you have seen the trailer, it's a lot of nothing except until the end, and the end is genuinely creepy. So I will give this trailer a 4 out of. I give it a 5 out of 10, honestly.
I give it a 2. I give it a 2 out of 10. Reason why it doesn't really show much in the beginning of the trailer.
Well, yeah, that's kind of.
I mean, if you're
I give it a 9. I give it an 8 out of 10 for mystery, definitely for sure.
Well, it's not meant to be originally scary, man. It's supposed to just be like, oh yeah, this is what's going on. This is giving you the vibe, and then this is something that could or may not happen in the movie. So it's like, okay, I like that element of it, but it's and the fact that it is made entirely in Unreal Engine, I think this is gonna be super freaking interesting. I really
doubt it. I don't doubt it. It's going to be super interesting to watch. I do. I want to see it. I want to see how it looks. But I like trailers, the teaser trailer, to have leave a little bit of information. Not a lot.
That was a perfectly fine teaser trailer. You just gave me an idea
for a teaser.
vibe. Yeah, for a teaser. Now, for like a full-length trailer, obviously, give me a fucking story here. But for a teaser, I don't need a story. Just give me enough cool imagery, something to get me excited, and call it a fucking day. That's all. Like, what was it? There was a 6-minute teaser for some movie out recently, or what was it, like a 4-minute teaser in the past couple years that they had a teaser trailer that was 4 minutes long, and it told you nothing, but yet it was still 4 minutes long. Like,
no, that was a full-length trailer on telling you nothing about a movie. That's what it was. That was not a fucking teaser. No,
yeah, a teaser should maybe be 1 to 2 minutes long. A trailer can be 2 to 3 minutes long. That's it.
Yeah, I definitely think
I guess we have different opinions about teaser trailers. I just feel that it should give you a little bit of a hint of what the movie might be, that it's going to be about.
It will give you an idea of what it's about.
Yeah, I give you.
No. This one gives you the idea. Well, it might be about this, but it also might not be about this stuff.
That's the point of a teaser.
Yeah.
That's
so
the point
the
of a
fact
teaser.
that I would say this.
I say don't get my hopes up on a teaser. Just give.
Here's the thing. Out of the 3 announced horror movies based off of Steamboat Willie, one's gonna be boring as shit because it's literally just a slasher in a Mickey Mouse mask. Ooh. The other, and it's low budget as fuck, and it does not at all hide its budget, and it looks terrible.
I wouldn't want to watch that. That's just
no. I mean, seriously, it looks god awful. The acting's bad, the trailer's bad. I'm like, this is a boring ass premise. You're just taking advantage of the IP. That's literally all you're doing.
Yeah.
Or Happy Death Day.
I agree to that.
The second one we have no idea. We know what it's about, but we don't know.
Isn't the second one the same people that are doing the Winnie the Pooh horror movies?
No, none of them have been attached to this. They're doing one with. They're doing another one. I know they are.
Yeah, I know they're doing a sequel to Blood and Honey, but I thought they were or someone that was attached with them is working on a Steamboat Willie.
Maybe. I honestly do not know.
Yeah.
But no, I mean, like, out of all of them, this is the one I'm like, okay, you're taking advantage of Unreal Engine, which is great, and then you're making it fully animated, even better, and it actually looks good for once.
Yeah, I think this out of these 3, I think that this one's going to be the most popular of the Steamboat Willie horror films.
So granted, the second one, maybe. We don't know. We don't have a trailer or anything yet.
True, but I don't know. I think a lot of people would prefer an animated version, maybe almost like the Dead Space films. I think something similar to that.
Yeah. Dead Space has movies?
Yeah. Dead Space Downfall. Yeah, they're actually really good.
We're still on we're still on the whole third the animated one. So so I think it's an interesting enough idea, and I think that this trailer was done well, just to show off the animation and to show off the kind of creepy vibe that they are going for. Would love to see a full-length trailer with the story, but aside from that, I kind of can't wait for this. I think this one's actually going to have a lot of potential.
I think the 2 movies, not the first one, not the crappy one, the second one and the third one are going to be really good movies.
I think they're going to be at least interesting, to say the least. I don't know about good. Good may not be the best thing to put on this, but I think they're definitely.
I agree with you. I think they might be interesting. The animated one, it has a possibility of being a good movie. I don't know.
I definitely do. You just put one bad voice actor, you're done. Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, you're done. You're done. Bye. Have a good one.
Yeah, I
But
think this one's gonna be the more popular one, along with the horror video game that I've heard that's supposed to be coming out.
oh yeah, Infestation, dude, I'm looking forward to that. I can't wait to see
Yeah.
more of that game. But going from one thing that could be considered controversial to something that actually is kind of a controversial subject, Palworld apparently got sued by Nintendo, and then
Possibly, it hasn't been confirmed anything. as
no,
far
no,
as I'm
it,
aware.
it didn't go through. That's the
Oh.
thing. Like it literally, like the copyright sue. They're like, yeah, it's similar in like style, but it is completely different in gameplay. So therefore, it is not the same game. And so that so Nintendo was fucking pissed because they're like, well, what the fuck? Because like we already have an open world game and they're essentially copying it. And it's like, yeah, but they clearly have enough different gameplay mechanics that it's not a beat for beat copy.
So the a parallel world is basically escaped by the chin of their head, like by their chin, because of the fact that it has enough playthrough that doesn't match Pokemon itself, basically.
I wouldn't say that it's skate like I wouldn't even say they got by the skin of their teeth. I would say it's a situation of like they knew what they were doing. They knew it was going to piss people off, and they're like, okay, we know this, but so we don't lose
The
money.
thing
let's
is,
make
it's
it
not
easy
pissing
for
people.
enough.
It's pissing a
It's
small
pick up
group of people off.
Nintendo. Yeah,
Yeah, it's
and
pissing off
pissing
Nintendo. Everyone else is fucking loving it. I have it downloaded. I just haven't had a chance to play it yet.
I need to get it downloaded. I need to buy it, but I'm waiting on it.
I need to get a system and play the game. That's all I need to do.
It's
Just
not
get
on
the
system, is it?
It's on
Is
the
it?
Xbox. Yeah.
Is it on the Xbox?
Mhm.
Fair enough.
Yeah, I have it downloaded. It's in beta right now.
Yeah, it is. Yeah, you can get it on Steam.
Yeah.
As well.
But still, it's only $30. Like,
Yeah, it's not an expensive ass game. It's
No,
like
no,
$30.
no.
It's actually
Oh, so
super
it's cheap too. I bet then.
Yeah. But yeah, no,
no,
everybody's
I
been
like
loving this
it.
game. I find it hilarious that Nintendo got so fucking pissy that they're like, we're gonna take you to court, and court said, what the fuck are you doing? Just
I
don't
get
get me wrong.
Nintendo's side. I do. It's like they're making money off the characters they produce for like the last several decades, and they're losing money too because now there's this game that came out with same like Pokemon, and now they're doing a lot better than Nintendo does sometimes. with the
I do
Pokemon.
admit there
half
are.
the price of a Nintendo game.
Yeah,
Mhm.
it's half
Better
the
open
price,
world. Similar enough to Pokemon.
which even before they did the open world Pokemon game, we've been screaming for one of those for a long time now, and then we finally get one. It honestly, storyline wasn't too impressive. Like, don't get me wrong, I love Pokemon Legends. The storyline was not that great.
Yeah.
It could have been better. And
Exactly.
Palworld doesn't seem like it has a story yet, but then again, I don't know. I haven't played it yet.
Yeah.
But it's also in beta, so I'm not expecting anything. But
Yeah.
there are a couple. Don't get me wrong. I have looked at some of the creatures. Some of the pals actually look pretty similar to Pokemon.
They knew what they were doing.
They do. They super knew
Like,
they're doing.
one looks like I can't remember what the pal's name is. I can't remember the pal, but it looks almost exactly like Luxray. Only
I've seen a poster of. Yeah, I've seen a
But
poster.
the only
of
difference is the color palette.
I've seen a poster of it. It does really look almost similar to that Pokemon. It does, but it doesn't also.
Yeah.
So,
But I don't know. The game, like I said, I'll play it this weekend when I have time off. But I like the game. The game looks fun, and from what I've watched of it, I've watched a little bit of it, but it looks fun. It looks enjoyable.
Yeah.
And there's so many TikToks with the Cartman meme for all the pals. So many. So many.
Yeah. All right. Well, going from that topic, we are going to go ahead and hop into a world that is filled with actual dragons, not something that's supposed to be a dragon and isn't called a dragon. We're talking about the live action How to Train Your Dragons film has actually officially started filming as of, I believe, a
Oh
week
man,
ago.
there is so much confrontation with that movie. What I've seen from what I've seen of it and what the actors have all said, it does look like it's going to be a really great live action movie for
It's
it.
supposed to be a very faithful adaptation of what the movie was. On
Mhm.
top of the fact that you have Gerard Butler coming back as Stoic, you
Yeah,
do have a new you do have a new Hiccup. You do also have a new Astrid. We also have Nick Frost as Gobber, which is perfect casting.
it
In my
is.
personal
It's
opinion,
perfect
that is
casting.
really, really well done. And then of course, we don't have any casting for any of the other ones aside from I believe Julian Dennison is casted in this movie. I
Mhm.
would not be surprised if he is Fish Legs, but maybe he's somebody else. I don't know yet. I feel like Fish Legs would probably be like the perfect fit for him. Don't know,
Hmm.
but we shall see. And of course, I thoroughly love the How to Train Your Dragon movies.
Me
They're
too.
really
I
well.
love
I
The second
really
one is
enjoyed them.
so fucking good. Like, highly recommend. If you've never seen them, definitely check them out. I would say with a big TV and a really immersive surround sound system, because the
yeah.
flying scenes in that first movie alone is what made it worth it to go see it in 3D.
Oh yeah.
And no, I mean, like, I highly, highly recommend checking them out. And the second one is even better. The third one
I
is okay.
I
And
from the listing of
Did
good
you say
to
Julian
okay.
Dennison?
yeah, I said Julian Dennison.
Yeah.
According
From
to
the
the
listing of good to
IMDb,
okay,
he
it
is going to
goes
be Not
two,
Loud.
1, and then 3.
That's
That's how it goes
Yeah.
for the movies.
It goes 2, 1, and 3.
Hmm.
1's
Mostly,
really good. 2 is great. 3 is okay.
I really, I kind of, you know what made me mad about the movie though?
What's that?
They should have let Stoic live.
I don't
They should
disagree with that. However, it was like to show how much
have.
he really did love his son. That kind of
Yeah,
thing.
of
So,
course. Like I understand that, but I also wanted to see Stoic and his mom get back together and their new life together with fucking Hiccup.
yeah, that
All
would have been
four, and
great, but
be
that's one of the
actually
reasons
happy
why
fucking
it's got
families.
some tragedy to it. There is some actual stakes.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
in the first movie, there technically was no stakes. Nobody really truly died. Like, or at least nobody important died. And then the second one showed like, no, there are stakes to this world. Fucking Stoic is dead. And like, yeah, that makes sense. Like, now, do I think the third one should have probably had some stakes as well? I feel like maybe some of the core group should have died, or something along those lines. Like, yeah, I feel like that should have happened. I don't think Astrid or Hiccup should have died. I don't even really think Gobber should have died, but I feel like somebody should have died, right?
Either one of the twins or the two side characters.
Yeah, but you said Julian
Were
Dennison is going to be playing Snotlout.
Yeah, according to the IMDb, Julian Dennison is playing Snotlout.
Okay, not bad.
Gabriel Howell is playing Fish Legs.
No, nice. Hey, I don't know who that is, but nice.
I don't know who that is either. He doesn't look familiar to me. But Julian Dennison, he was in Deadpool 2.
He was also in a film called The Hunt for the Wilder People.
I
Yeah.
haven't seen that one.
That movie is really, really good. I highly recommend it if you haven't seen
Oh,
it.
he was also in Godzilla vs. Kong. I didn't realize that.
Yes, he was.
Oh, really?
Gabriel
Yeah.
Howell. Okay, so Gabriel Howell is a relative newcomer. He's not been in much of anything.
Hmm.
But
And
yeah,
the
that's the only
the
cast so
twins
far.
have also been casted.
Brown and James and Harry Trevelyan.
Yeah,
Oh,
and
Harry
then
Trevelyan looks
Stoic,
like a
Astrid,
perfect cast.
Hiccup,
Cast
and
perfect.
Gobber.
Yeah. So Gerard Butler is going to be playing Stoic. Mason Thames is going to be playing. Oh, the kid from the Black Phone. That's a really good choice, actually. I think that's a good choice for Hiccup.
Yeah.
Mhm.
So
Yeah,
that's good.
I thought when I first saw that when they cast him as Hiccup, I was like, yeah, that'll work. I like that.
Yeah.
Judd
Now, I know
Butler
they
coming
cast
back at
Astrid
playing
as well.
Stoic is really good.
I know they've casted Astrid. Yeah, Nico
Yeah.
Parker.
They do.
Yeah, Nico
Yeah,
Parker.
And that's where I say it has a big old conversation with it because of that actor.
Oh, she's black. That's why.
Yeah, and then a whole lot of people are just like, "Oh, she's not Scandinavian. All Scandinavians are white." Well, that's not true at all. But okay.
Sarah Miller. She was in the actress that played Astrid was in The Last of Us for a couple episodes.
Yeah,
Character
she
played
was
Sarah
Joel's
Miller.
daughter. So
Yeah.
it's been a while since we've done this.
All right. Well, I'm gonna hop off for the night. I don't
Yeah.
know what's going on. More likely it's because I don't have my headphones.
Yeah, that's exactly what it is. Text me your address, and
I will.
I will try my damn best to see what I can do.
Okay. Talk to you later, guys. Have a good night.
Better man.
We're professionals, people.
Sorry
Alright,
for
but
your
yeah,
ear
with Nico
holes
Parker.
if you're listening with headphones.
It'll probably be okay. All right, but yeah, with Nico Parker, she played Joel's daughter. She played Sarah Miller in the beginning of The Last of Us. She was there for 2 episodes. That actually makes sense. And then she's been in a couple other things. She was in Dumbo first and foremost. That was kind of her big debut. And she's been in a couple TV shows as well as a movie called The Suncoast. Apparently, it's been getting decent reviews as of late. But
Yeah.
So
I
Nico
think this
Parker
is a
as
good-
Astrid, I don't think it's a terrible choice. I really don't.
No, I don't either. I think
Yeah.
this is a pretty good cast. I like Nick Frost as Gobber. I don't know
That's
what
the
it is.
perfect casting.
The only
Yeah.
other person I would be okay with playing Gobber would be Josh Gad.
I could see Josh Gad pulling it off, but I feel like Nick Frost is a far better choice.
Yeah, I agree. That's why I said I'd be okay with him. But
Yeah.
I think Nick Frost is a good choice. Really good.
Oh, Nick Frost is great. Yeah. Really good choice. I can't wait to see what makeup job they do with him.
Oh, yes.
Yeah, absolutely. All right. So going from How to Train Your Dragon to something that can't be trained, but good God, it needs to fucking die again. Jurassic World is getting another movie, folks, because the last one made money. And I swear to fucking God, I said this on the podcast. Everybody's like, "Oh, it's the final one. It's the final one." I'm like, "No, motherfucker. This shit's making money. I guarantee you this is not the final one.
I'm
Guarantee it."
I'm really curious to see where they're gonna go with this one. Like, don't get me wrong, majority of the Jurassic World I liked. The second one was kind of Third, I was okay with the third one. I liked some of it I didn't like. I liked the whole concept of Jurassic World when it first came out. But I'm really curious to see where they're gonna go with this new
We don't know.
movie.
They're considering doing a whole new cast. Like they're not going to bring back Bryce Dallas Howard. They're not going to bring back. They're not going to bring back Chris Pratt. They're not going to bring back the original cast either. So it's like, okay, so where are we going with this? Is the number one question. And it's like, I honestly, here's the thing. I like the first Jurassic Park movie. To a degree, I like the second one. To a degree, I like the third one. And Jurassic World was a lot of fun. I'm done. I'm done with these movies. I don't care. Let it fucking die. Unless Spielberg is coming back, which doubtful. And even then, I don't know if that's going to be the saving grace of this franchise. Just let it die. Let it die. Let it be done. Reboot it if you want, but let it die. For the love of God, let it die. So that's all I ask. Just kill it off. Let it die gracefully.
Yeah, I'm just maybe they're putting them back on the island, on a island. I don't fucking know.
I don't know either.
There's a new island somewhere that
could blow me. Anyways, on to something that I actually am interested in. Millie Alcock, I believe is how you say it. Alcock.
I
has
don't
been
know.
casted as Supergirl for the upcoming Superman Legacy movie. Let me see
What is she
looks
from?
like. Millie Alcock, she's an Aussie. Oh no, that's good casting. She's from House of the Dragon.
Okay, I
She
still haven't
played
watched that yet. So
she played young son of a bitch. She played young
Daenerys.
what was that character?
No.
No. It's hundreds of years.
Princess Rhaena Targaryen. I can pronounce that
Princess
for the
Rhaena.
life of me.
Yeah, Rhaena Targaryen. You were correct, sir. So, yeah, no, not a bad casting choice. She has clearly shown that she has the chops for it. Absolutely.
Still an
Uh,
up and comer. So
yeah, still fairly new. Anything else that she's been in, I have not.
oh, it looks like they're also like not only are they in pre-production with her for Supergirl, um, there's gonna be it's according to the IMDb, um, there's also gonna be a Supergirl movie that is in
Yes,
development right now. Supergirl,
they're
Woman
working with
of
it.
Tomorrow.
Yes, so they are working on it. They're basing it heavily off of a particular new popular run of Supergirl, which is not where she's like super upbeat or anything. She actually is kind of a darker character, which is
Yeah,
interesting.
according to like the very short synopsis, it's a sentence long. Is that it's following Kara Zor-El's story and her darker origin
Mhm.
before finally making it to Earth. So
Yes.
we're gonna
So
see. So I am think the way I'm picturing it is possibly the majority of this movie is going to be on Krypton.
possibly, we don't know yet.
Towards, this is just what I'm thinking. It's
Mhm,
majority of the movie is going to be on Krypton,
mhm.
showing her life on Krypton. Then towards the end of the movie, you're seeing it darker and darker, and the world's about to explode. And then the end of the movie is sending her off to Earth.
That could be interesting. Yeah, that's not a terrible idea. I do like the idea that we are getting a younger Superman, and then you also have the fact that Supergirl is there. I like that
Mhm.
idea. I don't think this is a terrible idea. In theory, I got to see it put
Yeah.
into practice, and I am very excited about Superman Legacy. I can't wait to start seeing casting. Or
Hmm.
can't wait to start seeing some set photos and stuff like that. I want to see Nathan Fillion. I want to see him in that red hair bowl cut. I want to fucking see it so goddamn bad. I gotta see it. I don't care how bad the suit looks. I gotta see how ridiculous he looks in that bowl cut. Because James Gunn did say he is keeping the damn bowl cut for Guy Gardner, and I'm very fucking excited. But no, I'm super excited about this movie. From everything that they've said, it looks like it's going to be a fun film. It's just one of those. It's like I think personally, this is going to be a good start if you do it right. He has said for as many side characters as there are, the main focus is Superman. It is a Superman story. So while there
Hmm.
are these other side characters, and this is a very established world that we're getting put into, we're still following Superman. He is still the main
Yeah.
focus. All these other characters are kind of there.
Even all that, James Gunn has a hard hill to climb
He does.
because of the way Warner Brothers dealt with with the DCU.
DCEU. Yeah. The way
Yeah,
that they dealt Henry Cavill cards, how they fucked him over. I still think Alan Richardson is a great casting choice for Batman. Let's put that motherfucker in a cape and cowl, please. And then I think if you get the right casting choice for Damian, I feel like that's a really good choice as well. I still feel like you probably should have gone with Dick Grayson instead of Damian Wayne, but don't know. Maybe we're gonna get like a full fledged Nightwing at some point. I
that would
don't
be
know.
cool. That'd be cool since we've already seen Dick Grayson before. We haven't really seen anyone else as
We've
Robin
never
or
seen Jason
anyone.
Todd. We've never seen Damian Wayne. I like Damian Wayne. Damian Wayne's fine.
Yeah.
Nothing against him. It's just like Damian is supposed to be so later on in Batman's career. It's not even funny.
Hmm.
And
Yeah.
it's like it's one of those situations where it's like he's supposed to be so later on in his career that it I don't know.
It's
It's weird.
weird having him earlier than should.
Yeah. That's kind of my thought process.
Yeah.
But yeah.
It probably would have been better. Don't get me wrong. I do like Wayne as well. He was a great character. But yeah, I kind of agree. We should have done at least maybe one or two movies with Dick
Jason
Grayson
Todd.
as Robin.
I feel like you could have done Jason Todd because at that point, by the time Jason Todd comes in, I believe Dick Grayson was kind of doing his own thing as Robin. So like Jason Todd
Yeah.
kind of took up the Robin mantle, and then you had
Yeah.
that's around the time where you could have Dick Grayson basically pop in every now and then and be like, I'm thinking about this new thing, and you could tease Nightwing.
Nightwing.
And
Yeah,
I feel
yeah.
like if you get like a decent teenager to play him, like honestly, I believe, what's his name?
Well, at the time, Nightwing's a full-grown adult by the time Nightwing comes in.
By
Where
the time
Robin,
Jason Todd comes in.
yeah, Dick
Oh, okay.
Grayson was a full-grown adult by the time he becomes quote unquote Nightwing.
Okay.
Yeah, but he was like young adult, like
Yeah, he was in his
early
20s.
20s.
Yeah.
Early 20s.
So I feel maybe Timothy Chalamet is not a terrible choice to play him, but I feel like he's working way too much. So I mean, he's not a bad choice for Nightwing. Just get him to bulk up a little bit, obviously.
Oh yeah.
But
Oh yeah.
yeah, I'm blanking on who else I would actually cast as Nightwing.
Well, you wouldn't want him too bulk. But yeah, I don't know. There's some really good action actors. They would have to be young action actors, so that'd be another thing too.
Oh yeah, for sure. There's a lot of people saying like Adam Driver should be Nightwing. I don't think that's a terrible choice, actually. I really
It's
don't.
not
If you're
a
gonna go
bad choice.
yeah, and then a lot of people are saying Milo Ventimiglia, who played recently he's played the dad in This Is Us.
Okay.
Yeah. Now,
Not
this
bad
one's a
choice.
really good one. Aaron Taylor Johnson as Nightwing.
That name sounds familiar. What was he in? What movies has he been in?
Bullet Train. He's gonna be Kraven the Hunter. He played Quicksilver. He was Kick-Ass.
Oh, okay. Sorry, I couldn't remember the name for a while.
Yeah.
Yeah, that would be he'd be a pretty good Nightwing.
I don't disagree. A lot of people are saying Stephen Yeun.
Okay,
I don't hate that idea. That's not a bad one. I actually don't hate that one. Yeah, Stephen Yeun. Yeah, that's not a bad choice. Not Cole Sprouse. What's his name from the Dylan O'Brien? Apparently, a lot of people would love. I'm like, yeah, that's a good idea for sure. I think Dylan O'Brien's not a bad choice. Yeah, I mean, there's plenty of people. I feel like, yeah, especially if you're gonna go for an adult Nightwing, I feel like Dylan O'Brien is a really, really good choice. As far as like casting for Damien, I don't know, man. That's gonna be a tough cookie to crack.
Honestly, I would go with an unknown actor.
I would
You would
too.
have to go unknown, or maybe that
like
has
what's his
been
name
like,
that played. He's playing Percy Jackson right now. I feel like he's a really good choice.
he would be a good Damien.
I feel like he'd be a really good Damien. Yeah.
Yeah.
But we could always cast the Livelong Day, but I feel like we've gone on just a touch out of our reach here. So, with that being said, I'm going to go ahead and wrap this up. I have been BlackShad56. This has been the Snodacast Season 5, Episode 3. We have been joined by, for once, the DJ Lionheart, a.k.a. Leon.
You guys probably haven't heard in a while, but guys, as always, stay nerdy.
Absolutely. It feels negative without you, Leon. We're bound to have you back. And of course, we were also joined by the Hawaiian shirt-clad one himself, Gallows. He did have to leave due to technical difficulties because once and always we are professionals.
Professionals.
And, of course, I've been BlackShad56. And my pinata is here. Is that a code word for sex? Shut the fuck up! Yeah.
What the fuck?
This has been the Snodacast, Episode 3.